I bought $1,400 worth of Qi2 battery packs, and these are my top 5. This is what I'm going to do for this video. I'm going to go over the main pros and cons for each product. Monty and I have done full detailed reviews for every single product that we tested, so do check out that playlist. Number 5 goes to this guy. Now, the one thing I really like about this product is this. It's a smart display. It tells you whether it's charging or discharging, the percentage left, and the time remaining if it's charging or discharging. This product also has a substantial kickstand, so it's not really, your phone's not a tipping risk. It really boggles my mind when companies have these tiny little dinky things. Like, the stability between the two is night and day. Now, I do have an issue with the finish of this product. It gets really fingerprinty. You can definitely tell where the iPhone sits on the back of the pack. Another annoyance is the magnetic connection. This thing comes off way too easily, which is fine if you're gonna have it set up like this on a desk all the time. But if you're charging on the go, any slight movement is going to cause the iPhone to fall off the pack. Now, when it comes to performance, this thing is fast. In my Qi2 charge test, this thing gave me 35% in 30 minutes with a Qi2 efficiency of 80%. Those are some of the best numbers I've seen. Apparently, Anker is really good at making power products, but this is the only Anker product in the top 5. Now, when it comes to thermals, this is weird because the wired temps are a bit higher, but they match the wireless temps, which are a bit lower. And that's actually a good thing because that just illustrates how well this thing cools when you wirelessly charge. When it comes to cost of value, you are paying $130 for this product. It is the most expensive pack in my top 5. Main reason why it doesn't rank higher is the price. You're paying for top tier wireless performance, a decent kickstand, a smart display, and you're also paying for the Anker brand. So this is number 5. Number 4, slimmer, looks way more premium, but it has a pretty big red flag. Right, Monty? He really is. He turned 16 last month. So here's how I test Qi2 battery packs. I measure the real capacity by monitoring full discharges to see what it actually holds. I check both wireless and wired charging speeds with power meters and custom apps. I test efficiency by comparing energy drawn from the pack versus delivered. I monitor thermals for everything. And last but not least, I evaluate the design as well as the magnetic strength of the battery pack. This is number 4. I love the shape of this product. This is the smallest and slimmest 10K battery pack. It's very pocketable. This is one of the very few products that has a metal casing, which makes it feel very nice. But it will show wear and tear a bit, and the magnetic connection strength, well, isn't great. But because of its slim profile, you are gripping your iPhone instead of the battery bank, so not a big deal, I don't think. When it comes to performance, this thing gave my iPhone 25% in 30 minutes on average. That's a good charge rate. This thing supports both PDO and PPS charging protocols with above average stability and accuracy, and wired efficiency is also above average. But here's the red flag. The Qi2 efficiency for this product is 39%, which is far below the 6% average. For long full wireless charges, it will become an issue. But if you're only using the wireless portion for 10-20 minutes at a time, it's not going to make a big difference. This pack does have a max output of 27 watts, but in my testing, it only holds 27 watts for a couple of minutes, so they're not lying, but sort of they are. Another downside is the recharge time for this product is over 3 hours. So if you buy it, make sure it's always plugged in. When it comes to thermals, this thing runs cool when wired, pretty hot for Qi2, but given its above average performance for wireless charging, that makes sense. In terms of cost and value, this thing's gonna set you back about 70 bucks, so average price, slightly above average overall performance, but premium build quality. It's really the form factor that boosts this product by scoring. So this is number 4. Number 3 is one of the most efficient banks that I've tested, and it's also the first budget pick. Now, every single battery pack in this top 5 is a 10K milliamp hour battery pack. Out of my collection of about 20 plus, there's only 4 or 5 that are 5K. If you're looking for a good 5K pack, I got you. Go with this Mophie product. This product has awesome wireless charging speeds, a substantial kickstand that can function partially as a grip. Like, this thing is so stable. This thing is number 9 out of 20 plus. If you know what the red flags are, make sure you check out that video. This is number 3, a product from ESR. Like my number 5 pick, this thing has a smart display of sorts. Tells you percentage left and whether it's Qi charging or not. I've got an S25 and right now it's not Qi2 charging, because if it was, it would actually show a Qi2 symbol. Way to go, Samsung. Now, like my number 5 pick, this thing does come with a kickstand. Not as sturdy as number 5, but it's not a tipping hazard like the other products I showed you. This thing gives you a bit of flexibility in terms of the viewing angles that you want with the product. Now, the magnetic strength for this product is borderline unusable from my perspective. It should be way stronger, especially for a pack that's this thick. Given that there's a higher chance you're gonna be holding the pack like this and the iPhone's gonna come off pretty easily. Really should have added some sort of rubberized back, I think. When it comes to performance, this thing gave my iPhone a charge of 27% in 30 minutes. Fast. Qi2 efficiency was at 89%, which is the highest in my test. The first 2 times I thought it was a fluke, then I did 3 more times, and yeah, no, this is just very efficient. And that made me very suspicious. I'll get into that. When it comes to cons, wired charging for this product isn't great. The accuracy and stability is way below average, and there's no PPS support. When it comes to thermals, this battery pack runs so cool. That low temperature for wireless charging kind of matches the high efficiency number, so it makes me less skeptical of the 89% efficiency, but still a little skeptical. In terms of value, this thing is 50 bucks. This is budget priced with well above Qi2 performance, but poor wired charging performance. So if you only care about fast wireless, yeah, this product will suffice. But if you're looking for a hybrid charging solution, both wireless and wired, then pick the top two. All right, this was number 3. Number 2 is from a brand that I've never heard of before. Now, if you're planning on getting one of my products, use my links. I'm a reviewer, not an influencer. I do not care who you get because all I care is about finding out what the best accessories for our tech is. The majority of this channel is supported through affiliate links. I don't do any sponsored posts or anything. This is number 2. Have you heard of iWalk? I've never heard of iWalk. When it comes to design, I really like the shape of this product. It allows you to hold on to the battery pack easily. But that shape means nothing if the magnetic connection isn't strong. And this thing magnetically is super strong. I got the white one and it does a great job of hiding fingerprints. This thing does have a meter. It tells you percentage and if it's charging or discharging. This thing has a built-in cable and the magnets are strong enough that you can do this. The cable's tucked in here and it is removable. And yeah, you've got 2 USB-C ports on this baby, which means you can charge 3 devices if you wanted to. You're basically just topping them up. Because this 3-device charging setup, it's like 3 people sharing 500 mils of water. It'll quench your thirst. Now, when it comes to performance, it was 21% in 30 minutes. Very, very average. But the voltage accuracy and stability for the wired charging was way above average. Excellent, I would say. Max output and input for this product is 30 friggin' watts, which means this battery pack charges to full in 90 minutes. Fastest speed out of the 20 plus battery banks that I've tested. But Qi2 efficiency is at 54%, which is way below average. The main reason why it's not number 1. For thermals, this thing wasn't terrible. It gets a little warm, but it's still manageable. If you want to know what the hottest products were, it was from this brand. This battery pack's gonna set you back 50 big ones. Not big ones, just 50 bucks. It's a budget product. Solid wireless performance, decent wireless performance, extra features, and fast recharging. Sure, the wireless charging is only average, but if this isn't charging your iPhone fast enough, just use the cable. You can still do this with it. Now, if you thought my second ranked product was the underdog, you're gonna be surprised with number 1. Is this battery bank from Inu. I tested 2 other products for this video, and you gotta make sure you get the P43 one, not the P73 one. The P73, this thing looks way better than the P43, but performance-wise, it is absolutely terrible. This thing is like number, I think, 18 out of 20 plus. Now, this battery bank has 2 ports, a C and an A. Has a built-in strap, but the neat thing is that this strap actually doubles as a cable. Has a fun battery light indicator. It's actually kind of rubberized, the indicator. I'm assuming somebody at NEU is a dog lover. And the magnetic strength for this product is top-notch. Like, your phone's not going to go anywhere. I'm a big fan of products with 2 ports, but a spare USB-A port? Why? In terms of performance, this thing gave my iPhone, on average, 30% in 30 minutes. Sweet. This thing also had the best wired performance in the group. Also had the best in terms of wired efficiency. Efficiency is one of the biggest factors I rank on, and for every 27 watt hours I got from this pack, it only took 37 to put back in. That's an efficient ratio of 75%. That is just... But in terms of Qi2 wireless efficiency, this thing was around 60%, which is slightly below average. When it came to thermals, wasn't really worried about anything. It was neat to see that the Qi2 temperatures were below average. All around, this thing is a decent product. At 50 bucks, it's below the $70 average, offers top tier wireless charging speeds, top tier wired performance speeds, and comes with a bunch of extra features. That's all I got for this video. Questions, comments, leave them down there. Again, if you're planning on getting one of these products, make sure you use my links. I'm a reviewer, not an influencer. Do not care which brand you go with. My channel is mostly supported by you guys. At the end of the day, all I care about is finding the best accessories for our tech. Thanks for watching.